What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing the hoe and slut indicators explained. This is going to be part 2. So if anybody did not check out part 1, please be sure to check out part 1. Part 2 is going to go a little bit more into depth onto why. Okay, where part 1, I was just like shooting out placements, aspects, house placements, and sign placements. Okay, that can indicate this. So we're going to get started with part 2. So when it comes to Venus, Mars aspect, when the Venus planet of love makes a hard aspect to Mars in the natal chart, this person is usually an extremely lustful human being. So these individuals associate love with sex and have a strong desire. Also, their sexual drives and urges, which can lead to being a hoe or a promiscuous person or promiscuous activity. Okay, so people that have Venus Mars aspect, okay, even in sectors and trines, okay, this is also going to apply to them. Of course, it's going to be probably even more potent when it comes to the conjunctions, oppositions, and also squares. Okay, these people are very highly sexual people. All right, they find people attractive. Okay, and I know people do find people attractive, beautiful, and things like that, but they're more about the physical and then also about the physical touch. Okay, getting it in. So this can lead to like hoe-like or hoe-ish or promiscuous attitudes and activities. So now when it comes to Neptune being in the 8th house, for anybody that has Neptune in the 8th, these women and men usually use sex as an escape. Also, they have idolized views of sex, which can push them into whorish ways or hoe-like qualities. Okay, so these people use sex as an escape mechanism. Okay, you know how some people, when they go through things in life, things get them down, maybe they're a little down and out, depressed. Okay, sometimes this can lead to drugs for some people. Sometimes this can lead to alcohol for people, popping pills for some people. These people, that can be possible as well. But sex is an extreme outlet for them to just open up, be free, and just get all the way involved in that kind of way. And because of that, this can push towards them having a couple of sexual partners just in general. Hold up one second, y'all, because I don't want to leave nothing out. Here we go. So also, we have a 5th house stellium. Okay, everybody or anybody that does not know, a 5th house stellium is the house of Leo. Okay, so if you have 3 or more planets in the 5th house, this is going to apply to you. All right, so these individuals see sex as casual and also recreational rather than serious expressions of love. So this is going to be highly potent if Venus, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, or Pluto also falls into the 5th house. So if you have a 5th house stellium, and then let's say that you have it in Venus, right, in the 5th. You have Neptune in the 5th, and then you have Pluto in the 5th, or you have Uranus in the 5th, Jupiter in the 5th, and then you have Venus in the 5th. Okay, so like this, it's going to be even more potent with these particular planets. Okay, or if the ruler of your 8th house is located in your 5th house, keep that in mind. So we already know that the 5th house is about casual encounters, casual affairs, having a good time, turning up. It's about risk taking. It's about being a gambler. Okay, so, and it's about creativity. It's about having fun. It's about taking a chance. It's about enjoying life to its fullest. So definitely a 5th house stellium is going to be high on the list. All right. I would also say if anybody has a Leo stellium. So 5th house stellium, Leo stellium. Let's say you have Venus in Leo and you also have Jupiter in Leo, Pluto in Leo, your sun is in Leo. See what I'm saying? That can also be it. But we're specifically talking about a 5th house stellium here. So now if you have Venus or Mars in aspect to Neptune, all right, so this is for anybody that has Venus in aspect to Neptune or Mars in aspect to Neptune. And we're specifically more so talking about the hard aspects between Venus or Mars going to Neptune. All right, so it is going to be associated with promiscuous energy. These men and women are usually extremely addicted to sexual pleasure. Okay, so we know with Venus in aspect to Neptune, this gives the individual a very romantic approach to love. Okay, they like to light candles, they like to set the atmosphere, probably like to go to the movies or do some kind of activity like that, something that's very dreamy. Okay, even in the bedroom, they want it to be almost like some shit you see on TV out of a movie. Okay, where Mars Neptune aspect is more of like a movie star kind of person, it could be, right? But let's say, for example, the Mars Neptune person hides behind a mask, okay, and they don't really reveal who they truly are. They want people to see them for who they are, not who they are, who they want them to see them as, okay, opposed to who they are. So it's a little bit different with the Venus Neptune aspect and the Mars Neptune aspect. Okay, Mars is about taking action and Venus is like the planet of love. Okay, but all in all, when it comes to being a hoe or a slut, okay, this is an indicator that these people can be that. Keep in mind that a lot of times Mars Neptune people can also be cheaters, but they don't like to get cheated on. Okay, so they keep a lot of shit hidden. All right, with the Venus in aspect to Neptune, they're more probably looking at this potential, even if they're popping off, jumping off with people, they can still look at the person as a potential to be something more, okay, when it comes to a relationship or some kind of connection. Okay, so we also have Venus-Pluto aspect. Okay, and Venus-Pluto aspect is going to be very similar to if you have Venus in the 8th house, Venus in Scorpio. Okay, this can also apply to these people, but let's just stick with the Venus-Pluto aspect. So these people seek out deep, profound, intense, transformative sexual experiences. A unevolved Venus-Pluto person will hide this, cover it up when it comes to their desires. All right, and then they can become more and more promiscuous. Okay, so what they do seek out is something transformative, intense, something profound, something deep, almost like a soulful kind of love, or an official relationship, not a superficial relationship. But if they're not evolved enough, okay, if they haven't grown enough, progressed enough in life, then they can hide that side of themselves and lean more towards being a pop-off. Okay, a jump off, or somebody that just likes to get it in. Okay, jump around, move around, one night stands, and just smashing. Okay, and this is due to a fear of entering a fated relationship they won't be able to escape from. So they can fear getting into these committed relationships because of all different types of reasons. They can feel like that they're going to lose themselves absolutely in a relationship, okay, and prefer to probably just be a serial dater. Okay, but these people do have a magnetic aura about them. Okay, and these people also do have the ability to use sex as a weapon. Okay, keep that in mind. Venus and Pluto aspect, also Venus and Scorpio, also Venus in the 8th house people have the ability to use that sexual nature, okay, that they have and hold and possess, and use that for their own benefit. Okay, keep in mind, people that have that are drawn to money, power, and respect, and they're also drawn to sex. Venus in Virgo, okay, which would also apply for somebody that has Venus in the 6th house, okay, and also This can also be seen with a Venus-Mercury placement as well when it comes to the aspect, Venus-Mercury aspect. But we're really specifically talking about Venus in Virgo or Venus in the 6th. So if it's afflicted, okay, by Neptune, Mars, or Uranus, these people may have whorish tendencies. In order to receive love and validate their selves, they may even smash the homie on purpose or by accident. So you got to be careful when you're talking about a Venus in Virgo, man or woman. Okay, these are the kind of people that can become very vindictive. Keep in mind, they're very calculative. They're very strategic. They're about having a plan. Okay, being very skillful and organized. When we're talking about the Venus and Virgo person, let me know what y'all think about the Venus and Virgo man or woman, or Venus in the 6th house man or woman. Keep in mind, if it's an aspect to Neptune, for example, Venus aspect to Neptune, we just went over that. Venus aspect to Mars, we just went over that, right? Venus an aspect to Uranus. Okay, first of all, Venus an aspect to Uranus in a conjunction, a square, or opposition. These are people that can also be considered heartbreakers as well. Okay, why? Because they are battling against love and freedom. Love and freedom. Freedom versus love. Okay, so it's hard to pin down. Absolutely hard to pin down somebody that is a Venus conjunct Uranus. Venus squared Uranus. Venus opposite Uranus. And you'll be surprised. It's also difficult to pin down one that has a sextile in between or a trine in between. Okay? It's just going to be a little easy going, easy flowing for them. Okay? Maybe they're just saying off the rip, hey, I'm not into this, I'm not into that. Okay? But these people can also be Venus in aspect to Uranus can also be bisexual. They can also be gay, lesbians, and things like that. Or they can have unconventional relationships, open marriages. And when I say unconventional relationships, I mean they can be with somebody and not live in the same home, but be in a relationship. They don't have to live in the same state. They could go with somebody and one person's in jail, the other person's home, and they're holding down the relationship. They're doing a bid. Okay, so it's a whole bunch of different things. Keep in mind, though, whether it is Venus and Virgo afflicted to Neptune, Mars, or Uranus, these people have the potential to smash the homie. And they can smash your homie on purpose, or they can do it by accident. What does accident mean? It means they made a mistake. Pretty much, let's say by mistake. So we also have Mars, Neptune, okay, aspect. So this may lack patience, which may make it difficult to stay in a relationship or stay in just one relationship. Usually has multiple persons or partners, people on the sideline for when their partners act up or for breakups with their lover. Okay, or if we're talking about their main person. All right, so Mars, Neptune aspect, these people can have multiple people that they deal with at one time. Also, these are also the type of people that find it difficult to stay in a relationship with just one person. On top of that, these are also the type of people that have a backup to backup to backup when it comes to partners. Okay, so if it's a woman, she has other guys lined up. If it's a man, he has other people lined up for when their partners fuck up. Okay, they can hit that number. Yo, what you doing? Boom. We about to get up. We about to link up. Whatever. What you doing tomorrow? Okay, I'm going to see you. All of that. Oh, yeah, this is what happens. Mars-Uranus aspect. Okay, so when it comes to this, it usually indicates many short-term relationships, meaning they're not long-lasting. Okay, keep in mind, I do see some people that have Mars-Uranus aspect, but they have other things in their chart, which makes it now a little bit different, where they can have long-term relationships, but maybe they have a lot of short-term dealings with people. Okay, sexual and casual encounters with people and exchanges. So we also have Venus in fire signs, okay, or Mars in fire signs. anybody that's watching that doesn't know what a fire sign is, it is going to be Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, which means it's going to be indicating if Venus was in the 5th or Mars was in the 5th. If Venus was in the 9th, if Mars was in the 9th, and if Venus is in the 1st and Mars is in the 1st. Okay, this is going to indicate highly flirtatious and a love to chase, okay, somebody. All right, so when I say chase somebody, they love the chase. Okay, you know how some people don't like the chase, or they don't like that this person's hard to get. Okay, this could be them. Keep in mind, these are also the type of people that's also hard to pin down as well. They just are. Venus, Mars in Sagittarius, 9th house, are restless in sex and love and desire. A lot of sexual experimentation with partners, okay, is going to be possible. People with Venus, Mars, okay, people with Venus, Mars crave a desire, also attention, and also the limelight or the spotlight. Mars in Leo, Mars in the 5th, love to have one-night stands. Okay, we know what one-night stands are. Linking up, popping off, jumping off, doing what you do. Okay, and sometimes one-night stands doesn't have to be literally a one-night stand. It could be somebody that you just get up with from time to time. Okay, but if we're just going to go with the one-night stands, they can just smash somebody today and just say, whatever, it is what it is. Venus, Mars in Aries are addicted to the chase and get aroused by it. So these individuals are impulsive and usually act before they think. Anybody watching, let me know what you think about this. Mars or Venus in the 8th house. These people are extremely lustful and pleasure-seeking nature. These people may feel they are... I'm fucking up today. These people may feel they are unable to help themselves when trying to control their sexual appetites. Okay, so these are the type of people that can maybe not be absolutely satisfied on a sexual level, so they feel like they might need multiple partners. Okay, maybe they have somebody, let's say it's a woman, she has a guy that really knows how to put it on her, but he don't know how to eat pussy. Okay, now let's say it's a man. Maybe the woman knows how to put it on him, but she don't know how to suck dick. Or maybe she can suck dick, but she don't know how to fuck. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that goes on and takes place. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all know this is what happens all the time, right? It's either a plane going by or people talking or walking by, cars riding by, ambulances. And, let's keep on going. So we also have Venus, Saturn aspect, okay, which is also going to apply if somebody does have Venus in the 10th or Venus in Capricorn, okay? But Venus, Saturn aspect, especially the hard aspects, a lot of times this indicates an individual that has low self-esteem or low self-worth, okay? And they may be struggling, okay, when it comes to that area of their life. They may use sex to reaffirm to themselves like who they are, and it can probably boost their egos in some kind of way, their self-esteem. So this could be your weight, your look, your teeth, your dick size, your ass size. You might have a big stomach, okay, and things like that. Okay, so it's a lot of insecurities when it comes to like a Venus Saturn aspect, even the Venus in Capricorn and also Venus in the 10th. Okay, let's not get it twisted like these people don't have any kind of confidence, because they do. All right, but it could be something about them that they don't like. Like I said, it could be their teeth, it could be their nose, it could be, you know, their arms, their legs, all different types of things or whatever. Sex for them can boost their ego and confidence and things like that. So they may end up with quite a few sexual partners due to this. Okay, so this has to deal with these people might not really feel, on top of that, deserving of love to some extent. All right. And I mean the full blown intensity of love. They could feel unworthy of love or unworthy of that poetic kind of love experience. So they may run to sex to fill this void. Venus in Capricorn, Venus in the 10th house. Okay. Venus, Saturn aspect. It can push towards whole vibes. They have the abilities to detach themselves emotionally from sex and may link sex up with business, okay, or business opportunities, which means that they might fuck you for a deal, or they may have sex with you to reach some kind of position, whether it's manager, whether it's the owner now, okay, and things like that. So yeah, tell me what you think about it. We also have Venus or Mars in the air signs. For anybody that doesn't know what the air signs are, right? The air signs is Aries, Libra, and Gemini, which means Venus in Gemini, Venus in the 3rd. Mars in Gemini, Mars in the 3rd. Also, Venus in Libra, Venus in the 7th. Mars in Libra, Mars in the 7th. And then also we have Venus in, what did I say? Gemini. And then I said Libra. Oh, God. This is bad. Okay, yeah. What did I just said it? Oh, Aquarius. Sorry, there we go. Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius, Venus in the 11th, Mars in Aquarius, Mars in the 11th. So correction if I messed up earlier. The air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay, I think I messed up in the beginning. But this is going to apply to them. So these men and women are likely to be emotionally detached from sex. Okay, and it is said to lead to whole life ways, as a strong, solid, secure bond is not needed to turn them on. Okay, so they don't have to feel like I'm going to be with you forever. They don't have to think that they're going to be with you forever. Okay, they can chill with you, have a good time with you, do what they do with you, keep it moving. Okay, we already know a lot of times Aquarius is known for ghosting people. Okay, Aquarius placements are also known for ghosting people and being very much detached. Okay, Virgo, like I said, they're very detached as well. But let's keep on going. Also, these people are going to crave and seek out variety, which also indicates a tendency towards having sexual partners, several of them. Okay, so now we have Mars or Venus in Libra. People may be pop-offs, they may be jump-offs due to a strong need excuse me, due to a strong need for variety, as well as the fact that they are easily bored. Okay, so let's go back. Mars or Venus in Libra, Mars in Libra or Venus in Libra. Keep in mind, this can also be for Mars in the 7th, Venus in the 7th, okay? These people can be prone to being pop-offs and jump-offs or pop-offs because they have a need for variety. What did I tell y'all before about Libra placements? 7th house placements. These are the type of people that have options. A lot of times people like them, attracted to them, and want to get to know them on another level. These can be people that just want to get to know you on just a level. Sometimes, though, too, just have a good time with you. But they get bored very fast, which means they need to be with somebody that's intellectually swift. Okay, also, we have Mars or Venus in Aquarius. So Mars in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Mars in the 11th, Venus in the 11th. Enjoy experimentation and variety, which can lead to several sexual experiences. We also have Venus or Mars, conjunct, squared, or opposite Jupiter. Their sex drive is strong, and they may feel that you can never get enough of sex. Okay, so these people don't feel like, keep in mind, Whether it's Venus conjunct square to opposite Jupiter or Mars conjunct square to opposite Jupiter. These are the type of people that like luxury. Okay, also variety. Also good taste in foods. These people can overindulge in areas, in drugs, alcohol, sex. Okay, so for them, it can be hard for them to calm down their sexual urges, which pushes towards hoish tendencies. So you may jump in to sexual encounters without much thought. Okay, without much thought. You see the person, they look good, they're attractive, they're sexy, they're handsome, and then you're like, I want to give him some ass, or I want to give her some dick, or I want to, smash her, or I want to, see what that puss like, and all this other stuff. Yeah, this is them. Sagittarius on the 5th house cusp. The 5th house of sex and love affairs. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expression. And it also has to deal with expansion. All right, that's what I meant. It's the planet of expansion, and it will increase the love affairs and casual encounters, and also one-night stands. So this pushes towards whole vibes, whole indicators. Okay, and if anybody doesn't know, if you have Sagittarius ruling over your 5th house cusp, you are a Leo rising person or a Leo ascendant. Okay, and I'm going to leave this on this note for now. Keep in mind, this is part 2 to the hoe and slut indicators. But yes, I'm going to come back and do a part 3 eventually. Okay, I have more videos coming today. If anybody's interested in purchasing a reading, please hit me up. My phone number is 516-738-6042. Also, if there's anybody who wants to donate to the channel, please feel free. Shout out to all the people that have been tuning in and just looking at the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. Also, the people that haven't purchased some readings, taking the classes, and becoming a member, I appreciate you as well. Also, I do have in-person readings available. Okay, so just hit me up. You got my phone number, and I'm also going to have the information in the description below. If you can't call me and you might want to email me. Okay, anybody that calls me, please text me first. I do not answer phone calls right off the rip, so please text me. If you need to still talk to me after you text me, we will talk. Okay? So this is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all, and I will see you on the next one.